Hey guys, so I'm finally gonna update y'all on the miscarriage event. And last y'all heard I'd gone to my 8 weeks ultrasound and the baby was measuring at 6 weeks and he was gonna have me come back in 2 days. So my 8-week appointment was August 29th and these are the pictures that I got. If y'all like me obsess about watching videos and getting information, y'all know. So this is the fetus. It's supposed to look more like a gummy bear. It's supposed to be a lot larger. I did have a fetal pole. I had a yolk sac, and my gestational sac was actually measuring at 8 weeks. So baby's measuring 2 weeks behind, and then slow, faint heartbeat. So I'm assuming because he was expecting it to not progress or the heart was going to stop sooner, he told me to come back in 2 days. So I leave, make that appointment, and that's funny, I didn't even have my phone because that's when everything just kind of stopped. So that would have been August 31st. I go back to that appointment. My husband had to work, so my mom goes with me, and nothing's changed. The baby still has a heartbeat. It was 58 beats per minute. Around a 6-week mark for your baby, I think at the lowest it's like 90 beats per minute. So again, he's sitting down talking to me. This isn't going to be a viable pregnancy, most likely. This is going to end in miscarriage. I want to see you back Friday. That's 10 days away. Horrible, awful, it's one of those things, like, you know that it's not going to be good, obviously. You've kind of started the grieving process and working through your feelings and telling family and stuff like that, but yet just the waiting game is not fun at all. And here I am now having to wait 10 days until he can look at me again and, we can start those next steps. So those 10 days were excruciatingly long. That Monday was Labor Day, so my husband was here and we got to hang out. And then when I realized that we were going to bed and I knew that he was gonna be going to work the next morning, which was gonna leave me not by myself, I was gonna have my toddler with me, but I kind of went into panic anxiety mode and immediately started texting friends and family and was saying, hey, if y'all have any free time and y'all want to hang out, let's do that. Kind of want to keep myself busy and just make this week go by as quickly as possible. So I wouldn't be, left at home with my thoughts, and just the anxiety was pretty incredible. So they were fantastic. They were really, really, really good. I got to, every single day I had plans with sometimes 3-4 different people a day. Everyone was amazing. And then my appointment Friday came, and every ultrasound that I've had since this has happened, the ultrasound tech looks, that they won't talk to you. They can't tell you anything, even if you ask questions. They're like, we'll wait till the doctor gets here. Hi. And, but he's come in every single time. He's come in to talk to me afterwards. Apparently most of the doctors in that doctor's office don't do that. They'll just, ultrasound tech said this, and then they'll, follow the steps, whatever they may be afterwards. My ultrasound tech would be like, oh, your doctor is this. He's gonna wanna come in and check for himself. So he's done that every time. This time she walked out to go get my doctor, and she came back and said he doesn't need to come in here and check anything. We're gonna put you in a room. He'll be in to see you in a little bit. That's not, that's not good. Not that I was expecting amazing news anyways, but he didn't, want to come in and look himself, which she had pretty much told me that she couldn't find a heartbeat. And this visit, the baby was, so we have this, still can't really see. You can see something, It was half that size. on this visit. So I was 9 weeks, supposed to be 9 weeks and 4 days, and it had shrunk that much. So we go into a room, and he comes in, and he said, you know, there's no heartbeats. This is gonna end in miscarriage. And I said, okay. And he said, what are you wanting to do? So I opted to do Cytotec, which is a drug that helps your body start the process of expelling the pregnancy parts, is a nice phrase that I heard, but to help get all of that out. I was kind of terrified of the thought that the miscarriage going naturally could actually take up to a month. I kind of wanted this all to be over with and just start another chapter and get it done. I know that sounds kind of harsh, but if you've been here, you kind of understand. Hold on, okay, sorry. So, thinking about it taking so long to possibly start the process, and it's kind of like a waiting game, I would be horrible at that. And I also kind of wanted to have control of the process to where I could, you know, decide that this is gonna happen on this day and I can be done with it, instead of, you know, just one day it happening and me not being ready for it, or I don't know, it makes sense. So I'm gonna do a separate video on all of that. I'm actually kind of currently going through it. It's a crazy weird thing. I don't do anything normal. The lack of information on taking Cytotec for miscarriage on YouTube is insanely ridiculous. So I'm definitely gonna make a video on that. But miscarriages are pretty crazy, because I, up to the day of getting that first ultrasound, felt super, super pregnant, but everything's slowed down and stopped, but your body has no idea. So then I'm gonna also have to be taking the journey of checking HCG levels to make sure that they're dropping. I've got another doctor's appointment on this coming Friday, so in 2 days, because the Cytotec experience was so crazy, so I have to go and see him again. And I guess they're gonna have to do something else, and then I'm gonna have to go and have another appointment. So me and him have been big buds lately, been seeing each other a lot lately. But yeah, so as far as the miscarriage, that's all that story. It's not a great experience. I've dealt with it pretty well, just because it's very common. It happens, you know, 1 in 5 pregnancies, and it happens for a reason. In 80% of cases, it happens because there is a chromosomal abnormality. So our body, I don't know, it's amazing to me and incredible that the way our body, you know, handles all of that. And it's kind of one of those things, it happens, and you know, it is horrible, and I definitely did cry. I've definitely lost sleep. I kind of stopped eating there for a little bit, but we need this chapter over and kind of moving on now is where my head's at. So I'm gonna definitely keep you guys updated on that. It's been super weird and crazy, and I honestly cannot wait for all this to be over, so I'll keep you guys updated.